Baruch, Boker Tov, everyone. Good morning. So we're continuing the Halachot of Pesach and various kelim and items to kosher, to get ready for Pesach. So we mentioned yesterday about Hagalat Kelim. So when you're doing Hagalat Kelim, don't forget that you have to do Hagalat Kelim to the cover of the pot as well. And if you're koshering a pot that you want to use from the weekday, from regular year to Pesach, that pot usually also has a cover, and that cover, accepted the chametz. It's hot. It accepts the. It's right there in the cooking, so that also you have to make sure you can't use a all year round cover as well. You have to kosher it. If a person has dentures, then what do you do? So you're eating chametz all year round, right? So when it comes to dentures, it's enough to clean well. It's enough to, following by cleaning it well, pouring hot water from a kli rishon, from an urn over the dentures, and then you're good to go. You don't have to have a Pesach set. You don't have to have, but you could do that, and you're good to go. Your kiddush cup that's used all year round. It's always used for cold. So long as you know that you're only using it for cold wine, cold grape juice, then all you need to do is wash it well with soap, and you're good to go for Pesach. Cleaning your fridge. Your fridge is also, everything there is cold, and therefore make sure to take everything out, clean it well, and water and soap. There's obviously, it's a place of food storage, so there's always crumbs, always things going on there. Make sure you clean it well. There's no boiling water that needs to be poured in or anything like that. When it comes to your sink, you use that, you wash the dishes, hot water. So the truth is that even though the hot water they're using there usually is the heat that you're able to put your hands in, and therefore it might not be yatzolitable, but very often we leave the sink running, and it's hot water. It gets to very, very hot levels. And there is definitely a chametz over the year in the sinks, and often we even take that hot pasta that's been boiling over the stove, and we pour it against the sink, in the sink itself, and that's pasta is chametz. So there's chametz going on in our sink. So the way to kosher our sink is, provided we're talking about a metal sink. If you have an enamel sink, or a porcelain sink, it's different. But let's say a metal sink. A metal sink, don't use for 24 hours prior with hot chametz. Once you've done that, you make sure that you clean your sink very well, soap, water, etc., and then pour boiling water from an urn, that's from a kli rishon, pouring it all over the sink and the faucet as well, and then you are good to go. If you have a porcelain sink, then do the same thing, but porcelain absorbs and doesn't release, and therefore we have to be more strict with the porcelain. So you're supposed to get a rack at the bottom of your sink, in that case for Pesach, so you want to make sure that your items are there. Try your best to not have the water on boiling hot over Pesach, like hot that you're going to use to wash the dishes, but to have boiling hot, that's where things could start transferring. So have that in mind with such a sink. Lastly, plastic vessels, and thank you to Mr. Biton for discussing this the last couple of days. Plastic vessels, you could do Hagalat Kelim to those types of vessels, to kosher them from year-round to Pesach, provided that those plastic vessels are not something like a cutting board where it has little crevices, and then there's little pieces could be still in there, there's still residue in there, etc. Provided it's not something like that, whatever type of, like a hard plastic type of bowl, etc., you could do Hagalat Kelim and kosher it for Pesach. Okay, that's that for today. That's for Sfaradim. So that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 5:55. Have a good day, everyone.